Whether you use this trick or not, I commend all of you guys who try water fasting. I know it's challenging. Most of the time when you water fast, you're looking for some type of healing. And so I respect everyone who tries the water fast. I know it's really hard. Sometimes to get through your first couple water fasts and to gain that water fasting muscle, you do have to use whatever tricks you can to make it through 24 hours. All right, so some of you guys know my story and some of you guys don't. But for most of my life, and I'm 38 years old right now, I was covered in eczema and dermatitis and psoriasis, especially on my upper body and my face and my scalp and my sternum. And water fasting was one of the main healing mechanisms I used to cure my skin. I've been cured for 6 years of all of those diseases, and water fasting paved the way to do that. Over the past, 8 years, I've water fasted over 100 times, ranging from 1 day to, at the most, inching near 20 days. There are some mistakes that people make, and there's a lot of mistakes that I made. In today's video, I want to share with you guys the number one thing to avoid, the biggest mistake that people make while water fasting, so that you guys can get more out of your water fasting experiences. So this part will be pretty obvious to most of you, but water fasting is hard because you're not eating any calories. And so what most people do is they search the internet, they go on YouTube, and they do whatever they can to try to fight that hunger, whether it be from sparkling water or herbal teas or snake juice or apple cider vinegar. And not that any of those things are inherently bad or that you should totally avoid those things, but let's look at the mechanism of how water fasting works the best. So when you don't eat any calories, your body's forced to first go through all the glucose in the body. Once the body is rid of glucose, the body is then going to transition into running on ketones, your body's fat. When your body gets into ketosis, that's when the magic starts to happen with water fasting. Part of ketosis is basically your body dipping into its reserves of all kind, minerals, vitamins, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And when it dips deep into those reserves, that's when the healing happens. So the faster we allow our body to go into that deep ketogenic phase, the better the water fasting is going to feel, the easier it is. When you use apple cider vinegar or you use electrolyte compounds or baking soda, that phase of getting into ketosis can be slowed down majorly, and sometimes it kind of doesn't even allow your body to fully go into what I would call a medical ketogenic phase. And that is an uncomfortable place to be while water fasting. If you're feeling uncomfortable the whole time you're water fasting, try ditching the tricks and use only water. When you use only water, it really forces your body into ketogenic phase super fast, about 48 hours. So the trick is to avoid those little tricks. Allow your body to go deeply into its reserves so that you facilitate the healing process. This also works really good for weight loss. So when you're doing apple cider vinegar and when you're doing the sparkling waters and when you're doing the herbal teas or when you're taking minerals or when you're adding salt to everything, you're actually tricking the body. The body thinks it's getting the nutrients that it needs, and so it's not gonna dip into the reserves as much or even at all like it would if you're just doing plain water. So the key is to try to avoid those things. And I'm not saying that if you do those things that you're water fasting wrong or that you won't have any benefits. What I am saying is you want your water fasting to go to that absolute next level, a level that is beyond what you've experienced before. Try doing water only water fasting. Skip the snake juice, skip the ACV, skip the sparkling water, skip all of the other stuff besides plain water. Give it a try, see how you feel. You might experience a really different feeling. And here's how to know if you've water fasted and water fasted correctly, if it works really well. During the water fast, you're gonna have lots of ups and downs. But when you come off your water fast and you start to do your refeeding process of slowly introducing foods, If you feel really shitty during the refeed process, you've done the water fast wrong. Here's another tip that really helped me learn to water fast and be able to do a week-long water fast pretty much easily. Don't rush. Start off slow. Do 24-hour fast. Master the 24-hour fast. Once you've mastered the 24-hour fast, then move on to 48 hours. Once you've mastered that, then push for 3, 4, even 6 days. But the key is first getting that first 24-hour fast under your belt and making it really comfortable and making yourself really confident with that before you try to do too much. People run into issues when they try to jump into a 10-day cleanse or a 7-day cleanse, a 7-day water fast when they've never fasted before, and they end up doing a little bit more harm than good. So start slowly. But I would say this to you guys, once you have gotten to the point where a 1 or 2 day water fast for you is pretty easy, or even a 3-day water fast is getting to that point where it's pretty easy, try doing a water-only water fast and skip all the little tricks. For many of you guys, water fasting may not be the best choice. If you're someone who's super busy, if you're someone who is super active, if you have a physical labor job, you want to probably do something more like intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day dieting, cyclical fasting, juice cleansing, or turmeric lemonade cleansing. That will give you enough energy to support normal life, but it will also give you a lot of the fasting mimicking qualities that that diet and that cleanse can provide for you. Anyways, I wish you guys all the best of luck on your water fasting adventures. Please leave all of your comments and questions down below. I will try to get to as many of them as I can, try to help you guys. If you're looking to become a private client, if you need some help cleansing, detoxing, water fasting, healing your skin, hit me up. There's a link in the description for a consultation. Also, I'm putting a lot of skin health and overall health stuff up on Instagram. Find me there at Rob Stuart. And last but not least, if you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe and share. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Peace.